Good. Yeah, everyone, thank you very much for coming down to Cambridge on this nice sunny slash rainy day. Yeah, so it's a pleasure, of course, to have you around. So my name is George Thomas. I'm part of the Cambridge Africa Business Network, and I'm one of the co-chairs. My fellow co-chair is Martin Banjo. And I'd really like to just welcome you to Cambridge, to the Cambridge Judge Business School. So we're proudly hosting this conference for the third year running now. And yeah, I'm sure you've seen the theme for this year is called Breaking Myths About Success. Sorry, going a bit blank there. Yeah, Breaking Myths About Success. So I mean, really, we're just trying to do something innovative this year, trying to see if we can get something new, something fresh, innovative to come out of this conference. So I hope all of you will find some good insights and perspectives out of this conference. We have a great lineup of speakers for you, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to handle that properly. Yeah, before I go further, I'd like to again thank the sponsors, without whom this event would not be possible. Let me start off with our platinum sponsors. I'd like to thank McKinsey & Company and Prudential PLC. Our gold sponsors, CBO Capital, World Remit, and the Cambridge Judge Business School's Executive MBA program. And of course, last but not least, definitely not least, our media partners. I'd like to thank This is Africa, Business Council for Africa, Executives in Africa, Acme Insight, and the Oxford Business Group.
So without further ado, I'd like to welcome up Dr. Christoph Loch. He's the director of the Cambridge Judge Business School, and he's going to give you some welcome remarks.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It's truly my privilege now for the third time running to open this conference. I think that's great. I certainly want to thank our partners, our sponsors and media partners, and I want to thank our distinguished speakers who are coming to this conference. But the students who have organized this also deserve a great thanks. I mean, to do this, I think that's a great achievement, and I think it's a wonderful and useful thing to do. And of course, it's a very exciting topic, and the topic is African success. And that's a very complicated topic because what does that mean, right? What does it mean in a place as large as and diverse as Africa, where different regions are in different stages of their development? Of course, we all feel the buzz, right? There are big opportunities in Africa, and investors have noticed, and there's entry into African business because the opportunities are so high. But I think if we define success only through that lens, I think we're falling short. And I'll just throw this out to you, as a little challenge for you to discuss during the day. And I'll give you one example of what I mean. We had 3 months ago the members of a state assembly of Nigeria here at the Judge for a seminar about how do you make your organization high performance. And there is a great willingness to do good things for the country, and for the state that these people are responsible for. But we also discussed the huge challenge that they're facing in order to move the country forward because of corruption and bad practices by business, but also by governments. And if that is not overcome, then everything is built on quicksand because sooner or later decision-making will become so bad that things go haywire. I also was in Pakistan a few weeks ago, and I was speaking to a very successful businessman who had just come back from Nigeria, investing in a power generation plant, who said to me, it was really great. If you know what you want and if you set it up right, you can really do business in Nigeria. And that's wonderful and that's great. And the opportunities in Nigeria are huge. At the same time, there is a sense that Nigeria is not performing as well as it could do, and it could make more progress. It could be such that not whole parts of the population are left behind, which is then leading to tensions and inequalities, which are then make it harder to get things done in the country. So all of these things are very important, and they have an impact on whatever we may use as a definition of success. And I'm now singling out Nigeria because that is the example that I was just recently involved in. But what I'm saying about that country holds for many other countries in Africa as well. Now, of course, we are just a business school. We are not equipped to solve all the problems of society. This conference is about business. And business success, of course, has something to do with returns and with investments and with success in that sense. However, I repeat, we cannot simply reduce success to that dimension. In order to build the continent and all the countries in the continent, businesses will have, sooner or later, to behave in certain ways which look beyond themselves and look at the larger effect that their actions have on the society in which they're operating. And that's something that we need to develop. And it's a big challenge. And maybe it is also a big opportunity because, of course, the interaction between business and the wider society around them, that is something which is very relevant in other parts of the world too. Business, including business schools, we haven't discussed this clearly enough, ever. And the fact that it's so much in the forefront in Africa, maybe that's an opportunity to develop a dialogue which is really necessary in other parts of the world too. So as I said, I'm just throwing this out. Since you are discussing success, I'm inviting you to talk about it broadly with all the facets that are involved, because in the end, in the long run, that's what's going to make a difference, rather than only a narrow definition of success, which has to do with returns. So again, thank you very much, all of you, for coming. I've already seen in the common room how people are, talking and buzzing, and that's great. So use the opportunity, and I hope that some great topics come out of the discussions. Thank you very much.